company that I work for just went into default, which is amazing because now everybody's laid off. Not 100% sure how I'm going to proceed forward, but here's me documenting all of that step by step. Started as an AI engineer for this battery startup where we take second life batteries, put them inside of large scale energy storage systems, and ship those off to large energy customers. Really thought that was going to be secure. I think we all did, and surprisingly on Friday we got an email from the CEO saying we're all laid off.
It is crazy to see how many Americans have been laid off this year alone. I want to say even over 1 million people have been laid off in 2025 alone. I could be completely wrong, and even in this situation right here, we need more context. We don't know why they went into default. We don't know why the company is struggling, whatever the case is, or maybe it was a funding cut or whatever, guys. That context isn't provided. But what we can say is the job market is in absolute shutters right now. But within the midst of this, there are also more layoffs coming out of Texas. And of course, you know I gotta show the map of Texas. Look at all this red on here. Just a very interesting context for the situation. Now, I've been telling you guys, Texas has been falling apart for a long time. This one specifically is coming out of Houston. You've got an oil company over there. They are eliminating thousands of jobs. 25% of their entire workforce is being eliminated right now as we speak. And they're pretty much saying 3,200 people are going to be without a job. They only employ 13,000 people. So 3,200 people are going to be without a job at this oil field. And, you know, Trump come on videos and he come on these debates and podcasts and all these press conferences. He says, drill, baby, drill, right? We drilling. But we also laying off all these people. Now, this company also acquired another oil company, Marathon Oil. So that could also be a part of, influence. That's why they're laying out. They're probably overstaffed. So they're trying to get rid of, all these workers and try to be as efficient as possible because their payroll is super high. And also, if you guys didn't know, I also posted a video about Chevron a couple of weeks ago when Chevron, laid off a lot of people as well. They cut 20% of their workforce as well, which was about 9,000 workers just from that company alone. It is crazy, y'all. But I got more videos here. It's gonna blow your mind, honestly. Seeing what's happening in the job market, it is absolutely devastating. And put along politics, right? I'm not even trying to put politics in it, but of course that plays a huge factor within what's happening within the job market. These are people's lives. These are families. These are working Americans who are here just trying to make a living, trying to, provide for their families or whatever the case is. 9,000 people. If you combine those two, 12,000 workers just in the oil industry alone. But hey, I got more videos. Y'all check them out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well for more great content like this. Let's get to the rest of the video.
I was let go last night from my job of 10 years. Let go is a loose term. I was sort of forced out. They were reducing our pay to nothing, switching to a commission-only structure, and increasing the amount of hours that we were required to work, even though it's a 1099 role. Anyway, more meetings, more constrictions, all that stuff. So, whatever, I did not sign up for that. I chose to leave. So now I'm just out here walking at 6 a.m. And I gotta be honest, the first thought I had was relief. I've been at that job for way too long. And I'm just happy that I'm not there. And I think the first thing that crossed my mind was, what opportunity is this going to bring into my life? Right? Something's going out. Something is going to replace it. I'm going to approach it with a very positive mindset.
Yeah, shout out to the creator. I think that's the best way to do it. I think you're supposed to sit in and dwell within the situation, find out what happened, right? Because every situation is different. I mean, his is crazy. They pretty much swapped up everything within their job, which is probably why he even chose the job in the first place. Now they're going on commission or whatever case, whatever. It doesn't even matter. It's just so important that you reflect on what you want, you reflect on what's the next steps, you also plan for the future of how you're going to attack the job market, how you're going to attack finding a new career, like whatever it is. You have to sit down and make a plan. But shout out to the creator.
There are now more unemployed people in the United States than there are job openings, according to a report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics released today. The Bureau of Labor Statistics is part of the Trump administration. They're probably cooking the books, and they're still showing that there are more unemployed people here in America than there are job openings. So, can't afford rent? Why don't you get a better job? Can't afford groceries? Why don't you get a better job? That boomer talking point doesn't fly anymore. There are not enough jobs for the unemployed people in this country, and the jobs just don't pay enough. The median individual income in this country is less than $50K a year. And so when people tell you get a better job, there's something like 20 million more adult workers in this country than there even are jobs that pay above that. So.
Before we finish the rest of this video, I got to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. Have you ever noticed how Wall Street always seems to win no matter what? There's a reason billionaires don't wait in ERs or fill out 100 forms to get what they're owed. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. While doing research, I came across a guy last year, hit by a delivery truck. Insurance offered him a few thousand. That's it. 6 months later, he walked away with over $12 million. Why? Because he didn't settle and he used the right legal team. Most people who get hurt settle fast because they think hiring a lawyer means paperwork, high fees, and wasting months waiting on a call back. That's the old way. It's 2025. You can do better. If you're injured in an accident, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients, and some of those clients, they were only offered pennies at first. Like a guy in Florida was offered $350,000. Morgan & Morgan helped him win $12 million. Or in Pennsylvania, a client was offered $650,000 who walked away with $26 million. Morgan & Morgan isn't your local strip mall lawyer. They've got over 1,000 attorneys, 100 offices nationwide, and they've been fighting for the people for over 35 years. When you hire them, it's like having a legal army that actually cares about you. It's super simple. No calls, no waiting rooms. You can just go to the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. It takes under 5 minutes. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win your case. You can start your claim right now by clicking the link in the description below or just scan that QR code on the screen with your phone. Thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring us. Let's get to the rest of the video.
In case y'all were wondering if tariffs are having a real world effect, I have a story for y'all. So my husband and I, we have a friend in Poland and he wanted these headphones and like a little gift for his daughter. And it's cheaper, obviously, to buy some things in America. So he was like, well, I'll just buy it and then get it shipped to your house and then you can ship it to me. And he thought it would just be, like a flat rate to ship it from the United States to Poland. Well, I just got back from FedEx and DHL. Do you want to guess what I was quoted to ship this box? It's two things. FedEx quoted me $214. Express delivery would have been over $300. So I was like, thank you. I'm going to go check out DHL. DHL quoted me $241 to ship this box to Poland. Wow. I was able to chat with both of the workers about what's been going on with people trying to ship things during this era of tariffs. They said it's been really chaotic. People are shocked at how expensive it is to ship things. People are getting surprised with fees. So what most likely is going to happen now is we're just going to help him return these products that were bought because it defeats the purpose of him trying to get something cheaper sent to him in Poland. He might as well just buy it where he is in Europe and pay.
Yeah, and DHL is actually not even shipping over products in certain countries within Europe. They're just like, we don't know how to comply with these tariffs, right? Like a lot of these countries are just like, we don't know what to, like, what do you want us to do? You want us to pay 10 times as much as what we were supposed to pay originally just to comply with the tariff costs? Like it truly makes no sense. And I even saw, if you guys don't know, the federal government declared tariffs to be illegal. But, I don't even know if they're even going to do anything about it, y'all. The whole system sucks. And we shouldn't even be here in the first place. But they talk about billions of dollars that they brought in when it's actually, and they even say trillions of dollars at one point. I saw Trump come on these interviews and say trillions of dollars brought. Guys, it is so crazy. And just think about the job market. Think about how tariffs and tariffs is the initial, it's the leading indicator, right? Tariffs is the cause of so many things. Lagging behind that, do you not know what we're going to see within the next couple months? Because you're going to see, guys, it's already in effect right now. Like a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of companies are already dealing with these costs just alone, right? Like it's, you know what? We can dive in deeper into it or whatever case is, but it's just sad to see what is truly happening within America right now, honestly.
The cost of living is getting actually outrageous. I started today like, oh, yay, I'm a second year lawyer. Like, oh, I made it through my first year. And I ended it really pissed off because I was like, oh, yeah, I am a second year lawyer and I still cannot afford to live on my own in a way that would not be stressful, or in a way that I would not struggle, or in a way that I can do so without financially burdening myself by going into debt. My goal this year was to move back home with my parents, move back to New Orleans, which is a cheaper cost of living market, especially compared to New York, LA, Miami, the other 3 markets I was considering. Move home for a year, save my money, and then buy a house. Right, make a smart investment. Don't throw all my money out the window on rent. I can rent out a room, help me pay down the mortgage faster. Like, you know, just being savvy and strategic and smart. Well, we're now officially a year into that plan. Hence, oh yay, I'm a second year lawyer, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I have enough money for a down payment, but you know what I cannot afford? Damn near 7% interest rate on your principal mortgage amount. Rising property taxes, rising insurance costs, especially in Louisiana. So while I have down payment money, especially if I use an FHA loan, I literally could not afford in a financially responsible way my mortgage. I would be house poor.
We're just going to call it the cost of living, right? The cost of living, we're going to call it grocery prices, mortgage prices, living costs, right? Like rent prices, gas prices, everything, food, like we're going to just call it the cost of living, right? Most people can't even afford it, let alone being laid off, right? Like if you get laid off, how can you even, what are we even talking about right now? Like it's sad to see, but it's just what's going on right now within America. These layoffs are crazy. Texas, I'm going to say this, Texas. Y'all are an interesting state, but hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well for more great content like this. I will see you next video. We out. Let's go.